A man in China wound up at a hospital after cutting an artery while picking his nose.
Gee, oh my God. What the? Fingernails? What's going on?
I don't know. Embarrassing, right?
Oh, sure.
And yet, it's nowhere near as bad as anything I'm about to say.
Okay. All right.
Top 6 everyday things that are still more embarrassing than cutting an artery while picking your nose.
This is going to be hard to beat, I imagine, but let's hear it.
Number 6, accidentally liking your ex's post while stalking them on Instagram.
I'm sure that's up there, yes. Yeah.
Number 5, knocking over someone's pills while poking through their medicine cabinet.
Like the whole shelf coming down.
I didn't touch it.
Yeah, right.
Number 4, your phone going off during a eulogy. Bonus points if the ringtone is Highway to Hell.
Oh, man. Oh, that would be something. You and I were just recently at at something like this where somebody could not figure out their phone.
No.
It was bad.
Just turn it off.
Yeah, turn it off.
Number 3, injuring yourself playing pickleball.
How'd you get hurt? Pickleball does feel like an embarrassing response.
Number 2, getting off the wrong floor from a crowded elevator and then realizing it and having to jump back on.
No, you don't. If this happens to you, you just wait on the next elevator. Okay. You don't try to get back on. You just wait.
Top 6 everyday things that are still more embarrassing than cutting an artery while picking your nose. Number 1, involuntary moaning during a proctology exam.
That's the spot.
There's your top 6 list this morning.
97.9.
The average parent spends 67 hours a year negotiating with their kids.
On what?
If you break it down, that's 11 minutes per day.
Yeah.
Spent bargaining. 30 years ago, the number was a lot closer to 0. Every parent's go-to line was, because I said so.
I heard a lot of that.
Because I said so. With young kids, one of the top things we negotiate about is food, apparently, meaning food they don't really want to eat.
Oh, that's true.
Their cooking critiques can be brutal at times. Top ways kids common complaints and insults parents hear about their cooking.
Okay, all right.
I don't like vegetables. That's fair enough. That's a classic.
Yeah, sure.
I don't like the smell.
Yeah. Well, how about the taste?
It's too spicy.
I think I've done that to myself to some degree. Oh, since they were little, if I let them, they got something that was spicy. They know the sensation of spice, right?
Right.
And if I don't want them to get into my snack, I always would tell them, "Oh, it's spicy."
So you've caused it yourself.
Somewhat.
Everything. It's spicy.
Spicy.
Eventually, that'll backfire.
Yeah.
They'll like it.
Generally, yeah.
I don't like the way it looks.
Yeah. How about the way it tastes?
It looks bad.
Yeah. A lot of stuff does, really.
It's too mushy.
See, this is things like that. Those are the ones my kids will lay out on me. And it's generally like phrased in a way of, I don't like the way it's soft, but it's not soft on my tongue. Like, what does that mean?
Soft on my...
I don't like the way that when my teeth do this, then I don't like the way that it out on my tongue. Okay.
Huh. I don't want to eat something new.
At least that's honest. Yeah. I don't want to eat something new. Chicken strips, please.
Yeah.
I do not want to try something new.
It's too plain or too bland.
I don't know that I've ever had that complaint, truthfully.
Yeah. It's boring.
Also, not that. I don't think I've ever had that complaint.
They want those.
Yeah, they like. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, boring. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't we just have this?
See, again, not a complaint. I think I've heard that one, but it's not a complaint that they give when it's something that they like.
Mm-hmm. It's too chewy. It's too tough.
Okay, yeah, maybe. Maybe I've had that one. I don't know. These are strange. It's a weird... Because I don't remember a lot of bargaining when it come to the dinner table. Do you?
I had zero bargaining. You just ate it.
Yeah. I think after a stalemate for a while or every once in a while, they would just allow you can make your own peanut butter sandwich. I think my parents would let us do that occasionally.
When I was younger, it was just, this is what we have.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's what or you're going to starve.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. You're not
that.
going to eat, or you have this. And it wasn't in a mean way. It was just, that was kind of the truth in a way.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't another option. Now, when I got older and like high school and stuff, things changed a little bit. But
yeah. No, I agree.
I ate a lot of cereal. Just because I would eat cereal and then eat dinner.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's always bad when the cereal was, I'm not getting a regular bowl.
Appetizer.
I'm getting the mixing bowl.
Well,
I get the mixing bowl out.
with the cereal, yeah.
And basically almost a whole box of cereal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At least half a box.
Half a box, and then you'd eat some dinner.
Then I would eat dinner later, because then I would have usually practice like in between.
God, I miss being able to just process food as fast as you'd take it in. I was like a competitive eater once upon a time in my life.
Same. What do you think the foods most kids never complain about? The top 5 kids don't complain about these foods.
Chicken strips.
Or chicken nuggets. Okay,
Chicken nuggets. Okay, yeah.
Okay, that's one of the 5.
Pizza.
That's on
Pizza-related stuff. I don't know, like fries or...
That's on there.
Okay. Look, I've got young kids, so I should be good at
you
this
should
game.
be good.
Right? Let's see, there's 2 more?
Two more.
I'm assuming we're knocking out. There no desserts or anything like that are in there. Okay, this is just regular dinner food. Hamburger, maybe?
There you go. Burgers number. Yeah, you got
Mine
one more.
are weird about those, to be honest. One more. I don't. Corn dog, hot dog?
No.
What else?
Mac and cheese.
Oh, I should have. I have one child that won't eat macaroni and cheese, Chris.
Oh.
How many kids have you ever known that won't eat macaroni and cheese?
Your kid.
Diamond in the rough, I'm telling you. How many?
Mac and cheese.
It
No mac and cheese.
baffles me. Baffles me. I've never even seen another child that didn't like boxed mac and cheese.
Are you sure they're not an alien?
I wonder about that one a lot sometimes.
Mac and cheese.
Yeah. Yeah, as far as food goes, mac and cheese is a no for her.
I mean, I've heard of some odd things that kids don't like.
Mm-hmm.
But you go, okay, and then you can go, all right, I kind of get it. Mac and cheese is kind of one of those universal things. I thought it's cheese.
It took me forever to get them to realize that, like, the noodle shape was not really a different noodle flavor. You know what I'm saying? The sauce on it is a different flavor, maybe. But
So
we would
the ones with the shells and the ones with the
like
noodle.
if you make spaghetti, but then you're like, oh, we'll make a different shape of noodle, but still marinara sauce and maybe a meatball. Nope, I don't like that. It's like, but the noodles taste. No, those are different than the other noodles.
No, I will give them this. It will make it taste a little different.
Like not a lot.
not in this, just because of how much noodle and what it does.
It's still like cheap boxed pasta. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. It will taste a little different.
It's
still the same.
It's going to be the same. Now my kids wouldn't go for that.
So spaghetti noodles only?
So I haven't had a bow tie noodle in years. I can only have spaghetti noodles.
I don't understand that. That one's tied in a knot. Yeah. I'm not eating it.
I don't like it.
Point 9.
The kicker here is who outed this guy. A man in northern China recently had to be rushed into surgery after he picked his nose so hard he hit an artery.
That's digging for gold on a whole other level.
Minor nosebleeds from picking apparently are common.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'd probably have to get way up in there, though, I think, to hit an artery.
Where's an artery?
I don't know, but now my nose is...
Now I feel like I have a booger, like way up there, too. You know what I mean?
Now I'm afraid to pick.
It's like this subconscious thing. Now I feel like I need to.
Yeah.
Ugh.
They're way up inside, so he was really getting after it.
The artery is way up.
Way up there.
I assumed.
He showed up at a hospital after he couldn't get his bleeding to stop.
I mean, at a certain after a while, you have to become concerned. I get that.
Now, we're only hearing about this because of his own wife.
Oh, sheesh.
His own wife started shaming him about it online.
Oh, man. This has been I bet this has been an ongoing argument for a long time.
Apparently, she revealed on social media he's a compulsive nose picker who'd refused to stop picking.
Yeah.
The video is in Chinese. They're from China.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And he's lying in the hospital bed while she mocks him for not listening to her.
That's a whole other level. I told you.
Picky.
Yeah. That's good.
Doctors repaired the torn artery. Thankfully, he'll be okay. That might be one of the most embarrassing ways to die. You think?
Nosebleed to death?
Nosebleed to death? By nose picking?
Does this man have like super long, sharp fingernails or anything?
I don't know.
I don't feel like I could get a finger in my nose far enough to hit an artery. Do you?
Oh, I bet you could.
Think so? You got to really jam one up there.
Well, and then you scratch. Any fingernail will do.
It doesn't take much to probably get the artery. And once you nick one of those...
I like the way that she just sat there and mocked him while he's laying in a hospital bed.
Getting lightheaded, about to pass out. I think I might need to go to the hospital. Didn't we get there? Yeah. Hold on. I'm going to TikTok this. I don't need to tell the whole
and
world.
Let everybody know how much of a dummy you are for not listening.
I'm going to make sure that you realize how stupid you really are and how you need to listen to me throughout your life.
She was tired of him picking his nose.
What's worse? The hospital bill and the trip to the ER or having to hear about it from her?
Oh, and it's not going to end.
I would take severe injury and bad bleeding.
She will constantly remind him.
It will be the
Remember
worst.
that time we had to go to the hospital because you wouldn't stop picking your nose, even though I told you were going to do this?
It won't matter what he does from here on out. It'll be, remember the time I was right about that one thing? I told you to stop picking your nose. This will be it forever.
Yeah.
He'll never be able
Maybe next time when I tell you not to do something, you shouldn't do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. You have just signed up for. You may have to get a divorce. I'm sorry. You may have to get a divorce.
You can't.
They're in China.
She would have already dumped him. If she's mocking him in a hospital bed for picking his nose, she'd already be gone. She'd already be gone.
Yeah, that's true.
5 years ago today, you were very stressed. And so was everybody else. Happy 5th birthday to COVID-19. The World Health Organization declared a global pandemic on this date, March 11th, 2020, 5 years ago today. Within days, the world unraveled, and you were either holed up in a bunker or beating somebody up for toilet paper.
That was it. It was a wild time. It'll be one of those things you'll tell your grandkids about. It'll be things that we'll be able to look back on in our life. There were some good things to come out of that time. Not of COVID itself, but just of that time. I mean, Tiger King was in that time.
I don't know.
Would you agree? No, you would not agree that was. There was
then again, I never watched it.
I only watched like a couple episodes. I was like, I can't do this, actually. Yeah. I thought it sounded good. How about the video where the lawyer, makes himself a cat on Zoom, and we watched that forever? That was hilarious, if you remember that.
I did watch that.
I am not a, sir, I'm not a cat. That was great. There were various things, good things that come out of it. Watching people figure out
how to use Zoom and
that
do
was
court
fun.
calls via Zoom.
Yeah. That was it was an interesting time in our lives. And it's hard to believe it's been 5 years ago. It still seems kind of fresh to me, you know what I mean? Still seems more recent than that for whatever reason to me. Maybe it's because the ripple effect of it continues all the time. I don't know why. Yeah, but 5 years ago today, happy birthday, COVID. You suck. We hope you never come back.
Yes. Here's Rich Glitter.
This is not headline news. Amazon will start streaming The Apprentice. Just in case you have spare time to watch old episodes of Gary Busey in a boardroom. A Border Patrol agent is accused of making women show him their breasts in order to get into the country. This is the same guy who said we don't need a wall at the southern border. We should build a pole. The song Kevin Bacon most hates to hear at weddings is Footloose, making Kevin the only human on earth whose answer to that question isn't the Macarena. And CBS has renewed The Neighborhood for an 8th and final season. Shocking news if you're saying to yourself, wait, The Neighborhood's been on for 7 seasons? This is not headline news.
Hayes and Bobby Show. Big Dog 97.9.
Jelly Roll rocking Daisy Dukes and a new commercial. I made Bobby watch it.
I just want to give you a heads up. They're not quite as short as I feared.
Yeah.
The
same.
Daisy Dukes are just shorts.
They're shorts.
They are.
They almost go to his knee.
Yeah, they're
not
above the knee, barely.
What me and you wore?
Oh, way shorter than that.
There's video of me and Bobby and pictures.
Those are real Daisy Dukes. We made legit Daisy Dukes. What he was wearing are just shorts.
Ziva?
I don't know
what it's called?
Zevia?
Zevia?
I don't know. It was in the commercial we even watched. We still don't know how to pronounce it.
It's Zevia. Stevia? Is that how you say it?
Stevia is how you say the sweetener.
Then I would say it's Zevia.
Probably.
Zevia collab. I guess it makes sense. Jelly Roll. He's outspoken on his weight loss journey, making healthier choices. Well, Zevia is soda with no sugar. It uses the stevia leaf extract as a sweetener.
Right.
The ad is very self-aware of what's going on. Jelly rolls up at a gas station in a red truck. 2 boys are watching him get a creamy root beer out of the fridge. The boys are quoted as, talking about, real men cannot be conscious about what goes into their bodies.
They even referred to him as Mr. Roll.
Mr. Roll.
Which is my favorite.
It's basically a reference if you go back and watch Cindy Crawford's 1992 Pepsi ad.
Which they have the link there, too. I just started watching that, too. I hadn't seen that in years.
It's a very similar and much better to look at, but the Jelly Roll commercial is very funny.
It's really good. It's really, really good. Mr. Roll's weight loss journey is great. I've been trying to follow it a little bit myself.
Yeah, he's down 100 pounds.
Yeah. And he's like at what now?
375.
Yeah, 375.
He was 475.
It was hilarious. We heard a thing about him talking about how he's lost 100 pounds and he's still 375. But he's got a lot of levity to it. Jelly Roll he's awesome. That's why he's so lovable. That's why everybody likes him so much. And I'm sure Zevia is an essential part of his weight loss routine.
I now am curious if they have root beer.
That was
a creamy root beer. All right. Well, I guess now I know what I'm going to try when I get home.
See?
It worked. Seeing Jelly Roll in booty shorts worked.
Who knew?
Who knew that would get me to dry a soda?
Are you ready, kids?
Ha! What a dumbass.
Dumbass.
What the hell's your problem, you dumbass?
What a dumbass.
Great moment there, dumbass.
Potato crisps in a tube. Pop it up and get in the mood.
Once you pop, you can stop.
As it said there, once you pop, you can't stop. But this guy is probably relieved this isn't always the case.
Okay.
28-year-old woman in Florida named Shanika was arrested after attacking a man at a 7-Eleven in Orlando last Thursday.
All right.
Police say Shanika walked up to a male customer, called him the B word, and then hit him across the face with a Pringles can.
Schmack. Okay.
He suffered a significant cut above his right eyebrow and under his eye, causing him to bleed.
Okay.
It sounds like she only popped him once, though.
Yeah.
Then stopped and ran away.
A Pringles can is not a repeat weapon.
Probably not.
If you hit them effectively the first time, it probably mostly disables the Pringles can from there on forward. Anyway.
Police found her down the street, and she still had the Pringles can with her. Shanika.
Why?
It could still have Pringles in it.
Yeah.
Can't waste the
They're
Pringles.
crumbs, but hey, I'll still tip that can upside down and, drink them.
Shanika told police that the victim was being rude to her. He denies it. An employee says the guy wasn't doing anything wrong. But right before he was hit, he also notified them that there was a guy laying down on the side of the building. So maybe that had something to do with it.
The why he got slapped with a Pringles can seems very mysterious here.
I don't understand that at all. That made no sense to me.
He let them know a guy was late, and she slapped him with a Pringles can?
It makes no sense. An employee says a guy wasn't doing anything wrong, but right before he was hit, he was notifying them that there was a guy laying down on the side of the building.
I'm confused.
Maybe that guy said something, and she was confused who said.
She's with that guy, and she's like, don't you be talking about my man.
Yeah, laying down
on taking a nap on the side of the building. I'm going to smack you for that one.
Maybe.
This is what's worrisome, right? That you can just be at a place and minding your own business and
slapped by a Pringles can?
Just get knocked upside the head by a Pringles can. Those are supposed to be delicious, not dangerous, you dumbass.
What a dumbass.
One of the show, we find out what we learned on the show today. Bobby, what did you learn?
Would have never guessed this, but Jelly Roll and his sex appeal is what's going to get you to try this new brand of soda pop.
I think so.
Yeah. Jelly Roll's in a commercial for a new, zero, I don't know if it's 0 calorie, but it's sugar-free or what? Zero sugar soda that Chris is like, I wonder if they have root beer. And I'm like, yeah, that was actually that was what he tried in the commercial. He's like, oh.
I have to give it a try.
In essence.
I love a good root beer.
In essence, Jelly Roll in Daisy Dukes is what's getting Chris to try this.
Did not know.
This commercial is more effective than they would have imagined. Wonder how many other dudes Jelly Roll's sex legs are bringing to the table.
It's funny.
It is. It's hilarious. It's very funny. What did you learn today?
That one of your kids does not like mac and cheese.
Idiot.
I did not know that about one of your kids. I found out about it today, and that baffles me.
It's weird. I know.
It baffles me that anybody would not like mac and cheese.
Well,
unless you're lactose intolerant, then I get it. Outside of that,
even those people like it. They just can't have it.
They just can't eat it.
Yeah.
It's mac and cheese.
Yeah. It's delicious. Everything about it's great.
Yeah.
You need to call and threaten my child as if you're Santa Claus or something. Will you do that?
Or just the next time
you eat mac and cheese or else you don't.
You don't like mac and cheese?
What's wrong with you?
I thought you were cool.
I don't think you guilt her into it. I don't think she cares.
Actually, she'd probably look at me and
yeah. Go away.
Yeah, go away.
Yeah, I wish you could help with that. I don't think that's the way to do it. Yeah, we're gonna have to go that route. Let's share
your gifts this year.
Eat your macaroni. I'm not even lobbying for vegetables. I'm asking for noodles and cheese.
True.
Yeah. All right, let's share one more laugh. What do we have?
Wayne Federman on having athlete's foot.
I'm in a very good mood because I went to the doctor in L.A. 2 days ago, and two things happened. One, I was issued a medical cocaine card, so that was interesting. And two, I was diagnosed positive with athlete's foot. So it was a great day for me because, I don't know if you know this, I was cut horribly from the JV basketball team. It was a major humiliation, and I remember the coach's words, "You're not athletic enough." And now, boom. Of the foot of an athlete. Of the foot of an athlete. I don't want to brag. This isn't debate team foot.